had the Moroccan famous tagine. It's very unique. It's a very like Moroccan blend.
One is an omelette with khlir, the preserved meat.
Cow and lamb head sandwich.
That's perfect for breakfast. Very, very good for breakfast. There are these little camel kebabs. We've stopped at one of the snail stalls. You can see the layers of the chicken. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the thickness of that trout.
Wow, that smen adds kind of like a juiciness. It just kind of coats the bread.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow.
Sandwich, and it has been seasoned with cumin and chili.
Look at that. Wow. All right, let's try. Let's try this chicken tagine. We have our bisara. This shop is so cool. It's really, really tiny, but wow.
We have come to a really cool lunch place that is serving up all these different type of meat skewers. So right here, I've got a lamb and beef minced, chicken, liver and fat.
So we're gonna make this again, another like little hearty sandwich. Yeah, it's aged in salted butter.
Okay.
I will take one skewer, put it inside. Maybe not enough, so another one.
Load it up.
Why not?
Wow, that smen adds kind of like a juiciness. It just kind of coats the bread. And then those little minced meat, that tastes so good. It's so smoky.
This one is an omelette with khlir, the preserved meat.
Okay, yeah. So this meat here is beef, and it's preserved in its fat, and then made into an omelet. And then we have, of course, 100 different other things. Okay, let's go in for this. I'm gonna get a little bit of that egg yolk, and then some of the meat here. Oh. And it's just cooked right in that fat that it's been preserved in, so there's no added butter or anything. So we got some of the camel meat ground with a bunch of different spices, some herbs, and it's a really, really red, muscular looking meat. As you can imagine, these things are huge.
Nice.
Looks good. Shukran, thank you. We have the final product right here. There are these little camel kebabs covered with a little bit of chili. So I'm gonna take a little piece of bread and then grab a piece of, oh, it's super soft and very juicy feeling. And then we've got the harissa. I really want some camel. You want some camel? How much it is? Alliance. So earlier today we had the Moroccan famous tagine, but this place is serving tanjia, which is sort of like the wife or the female version of the tagine. So you can see right here, this is the pot that is cooked in. So it's actually cooked underground, and they seal the top, let it sit in the ashes for several hours, and then it's finished. So over here we have it. This is the beef version. You can also get mutton. We got beef, and you can see just all of that meat covered in spices, and it is like ridiculously tender, fall apart. We've also got bone with some bone marrow. Oh man, that is super, super tender. And get some of that oil. Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow, that is exquisite. Absolutely delicious. Instantly, the first flavor that hits my mouth is the flavor of those preserved lemons. So earlier we saw those pickled lemons. and they really come through in this dish, a little bit sour and very citrusy flavored. And then the oiliness and tenderness of that beef is just melt in your mouth. There's so many different spices going on there. I can't even begin to name them all. This is just absolutely beautiful. There's so much meat here. I think this is a 1/4 kilo, and you can go as much as you want. Oh man, look at that. That is beautiful. Let's try this chicken tagine. I'm gonna move some of these potatoes away so we can see what's going on underneath here. There's like some chicken hiding in here. Oh yeah, there we go. And that chicken is on the bone. Peel a little bit of that off. Get one of these potatoes and some of that sauce. Let's try that. That might be my favorite thing so far of the day. Those potatoes are so soft, the chicken's so tender. And then the mixture of spices in there is very unique. It's a very like Moroccan blend. I don't think I've ever tasted quite the taste of this before. And then cooking it in the tagine definitely infuses some of that flavor. A little bit smoky and a little bit spicy.
We have come to this little stall here for a cow and lamb head sandwich. You can see the skulls just sitting here. It's pretty gnarly looking, and then the meat is just steaming away in little chunks. And what you do is you make it into this sandwich, and it has been seasoned with cumin and chili, and this man's been nice enough to serve me one. Shukran. What are you doing?
So I've got this big stick here, and we are at a stall that is serving bisara, which is like a broad bean soup, and this is used to stir it. Smells really good. It smells kind of like fool. It's very similar to fool. Oh man. We have our bisara. This shop is so cool. It's really, really tiny, but very popular with the locals. So I'll go a little light because I'm not sure how strong this stuff's gonna be. And there's also cumin and chili. I'll add a little bit of both, not too much. There, that should be good. This smells incredible. That cumin smells so good, and that garlic too. That's perfect for breakfast. Very, very good for breakfast. That chili's not too spicy. It's nice and hearty though. Look at this. Oh man, that's so good. We've stopped at one of the snail stalls. So snails are a very popular thing here in Morocco. These snails for the last few days have been fed only flour. So they've kind of flushed out their system, and they're served in a nice broth here. And let me pull this guy out. Look at that. Wow. All right, let's try. The flavor of that broth is incredible. There's so many spices and herbs mixed into that broth. It is super powerful flavor. And then the snail itself doesn't have much. It's an interesting sort of like chewy and creamy texture because it's been fed that flour, so the insides are a little bit smooth. Look at all these snails. Some of them are huge, and then some of them are pretty small. But one thing I definitely want to do is just try some of this broth. There is a lot of flavor packed into that soup. And we have a beautiful pastilla, the royal pie here. You can see she's topped it with tons of almond flakes and sprinkled also hot honey on top of this. It just looks incredibly delicious, and you can see that crispy phyllo dough. Okay, well, I gotta try this pastilla first, and you can see those super crispy layers. Try not to break any of those. Look at that, that is absolutely gorgeous. Put it on my plate here. You can see the layers of the chicken and those caramelized onions and the almond paste that's in there too. Wow, look at that, that is beautiful. Super, super flaky. It's sweet and salty, of course. That honey is not overpowering though, because all those savory elements come through. And then those caramelized onions, almond flakes. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Our chicken is so tender on the inside. This is just phenomenal. Crispy, soft, chewy, everything. look at this. It's completely stuffed full with herbs. So there's sage, there's verbenum, there's all kinds of mint, there's all kinds of things that I'm not remembering, but it just smells so good, and sugar as well. He served it also in this like metal thing so you don't burn your hand. Let me try it out. Wow. Whoa. Sweet, slightly bitter, very earthy and herbal.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice looking fish.
Yeah.
He started by rubbing a little bit of a rosemary blend on top, and then on the inside he put the ras el hanout, the Moroccan spice mix, and also some salt, and then covered it in oil, olive oil, and then wrapped it up in aluminum foil and put it on the barbecue. Our trout has arrived. This looks so nice, and you definitely got to put a little bit of lemon on top, of course. And I think I'm just gonna go in straight with the fork. Try it as is. Grab some of that meat. I'll try to peel it off the bones if I can. There we go. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the thickness of that trout. Wow. And tastes really good quality. I mean, farming with all high quality natural spring water. It's actually full of spices and flavor. It's a little bit salty. The meat is extremely succulent and moist. And then with the harissa, it kind of kicks the heat level up, the spiciness. And it tastes buttery, but he didn't put any butter in it. He just put oil in it. I might even use my fingers. Yeah. And I'm gonna dip it in this harissa over here, which is a chili, Moroccan chili spicy sauce. Let's try. That is incredibly good. Yum. Wow, interesting. No weird flavors at all. Just tastes like regular milk, just a little bit creamier.